Be placing a file folder.
Be placing a file folder. Be placing a file folder. Be placing a file folder. Đặt một tập tài liệu.
Be taking a book from the bookcase.
Be taking a book from the bookcase. Be taking a book from the bookcase. Be taking a book from the bookcase. Lấy một cuốn sách từ tủ sách.
Be turning a page.
Be turning a page. Be turning a page. Be turning a page. Be turning a page. Lật một trang giấy.
Be throwing away some garbage.
Be throwing away some garbage. Be throwing away some garbage. Be throwing away some garbage. Vứt rác.
Be unfolding a map.
Be unfolding a map. Be unfolding a map. Be unfolding a map. Mở một tấm bản đồ.
Be carrying some plants.
Be carrying some plane. Be carrying some plane. Be carrying some plane. Mang một vài cái cây.
Be sitting around the fountain.
Be sitting around the fountain. Be sitting around the fountain. Be sitting around the fountain. Ngồi xung quanh đài phun nước.
Be standing behind the counter.
Be standing behind the counter. Be standing behind the counter. Be standing behind the counter. Đứng sau quầy hàng.
Be walking up a stairway.
Be walking up a stairway. Be walking up a stairway. Be walking up a stairway. Bước lên cầu thang.
Be strolling along the water's edge.
Be strolling along the water edge. Be strolling along the water edge. Be strolling along the water edge. Đi dạo dọc bờ sông.
Be crossing a street.
Be crossing a street. Be crossing a street. Be crossing a street. Băng qua đường.
Be waiting by the train tracks.
Be waiting by the train tracks. Be waiting by the train tracks. Be waiting by the train tracks. Đợi ở cạnh đường ray.
Be leaning on the railing.
Be lifting on the railing. Be resting on the railing. Be resting on the railing. Tựa vào lan can.
Be riding a bicycle by the water.
Be riding a bicycle by the water. Be riding a bicycle by the water. Be riding a bicycle by the water. Đạp bên bờ sông.
Be boarding a bus.
Be boarding a bus. Be boarding a bus. Be boarding a bus. Lên xe buýt.
Be getting into the vehicle.
Be getting into the vehicle. Be getting into the vehicle. Be getting into the vehicle. Bước vào xe.
Be exiting through a door.
Be exiting to a door. Be exiting to a door. Be exiting to a door. Đi ra ngoài cửa.
Be working at a construction site.
Be working at a construction site. Be working at a construction site. Be working at a construction site. Làm việc tại công trường.
Be working on a construction.
Be working on a construction. Be working on a construction. Be working on a construction. Xây dựng.
Be working at a table.
Be working at a table. Be working at a table. Be working at a table. Làm việc tại bàn.
Be riding on a bicycle.
Be riding on a bicycle. Be riding on a bicycle. Be riding on a bicycle. Đạp xe đạp.
Be operating heavy machinery.
Be operating heavy machinery. Be operating heavy machinery. Be operating heavy machinery. Là vận hành thiết bị hạng nặng.
Be inspecting the motor of the car.
Be inspecting the motor of the car. Be inspecting the motor of the car. Be inspecting the motor of the car. Kiểm tra động cơ ô tô.
Be building a rock wall.
Be building a rock wall. Be building a rock wall. Be building a rock wall. Dựng một bức tường đá.
Be laying bricks.
Be laying bricks. Be laying bricks. Be laying bricks. Đặt những viên gạch.
Be painting a window frame.
Be painting the window frame. Be painting the window frame. Be painting a window frame. Sơn một khung cửa sổ.
Be using a shovel to dig a hole.
Be using a shovel to dig a hole. Be using a shovel to dig a hole. Be using a shovel to dig a hole. Dùng xẻng để đào một cái hố.
Be taking a measurement.
Be taking a measurement. Be taking a measurement. Be taking a measurement. Đo lường.
Be watering the plants.
Be watering the plant. Be watering the plant. Be watering the plant. Tưới cây.
Be trimming some branches.
Be trimming some branches. Be trimming some. Be trimming some branches. Be trimming some branches. Tỉa vài cành cây.
Be taking care of some plants.
Be taking care of some plant. Be taking care of some plant. Be taking care of some plant. Chăm sóc cây cối.
Be picking some flowers.
Be picking some flower. Be picking some flower. Be picking some flower. Hái vài bông hoa.
Be sweeping the floor.
Be sweeping a floor. Be sweeping the floor. Be sweeping the floor. Be sweeping the floor. Quét sàn nhà.
Be mopping the floor.
Be mopping the floor. Be mopping the floor. Be mopping the floor. Lau sàn nhà.
Be raking leaves on the ground.
Be raking leaves on the ground. Be raking leaves on the ground. Be raking leaves on the ground. Cào lá trên mặt đất.
Be cutting grass in a pasture.
Be cutting grass in the pasture. Be cutting grass in the pasture. Be cutting grass in the pasture. Cắt cỏ ở trên đồng.
Be pushing an empty cart.
Be pushing an empty car. Be pushing an empty car. Be pushing an empty car. Đẩy một chiếc xe đẩy hàng trống.
Be climbing up the ladder.
Be climbing up a ladder. Be climbing up the ladder. Be climbing up the ladder. Trèo lên thang.
Be transporting some items on a cart.
Be transporting some item on the car. Be transporting up some item on the car. Be
transporting some items on a cart.
Be transporting some item on the car. Chuyển những món đồ hàng trên xe đẩy hàng.